beginning to fall over Southern California, but the lights are shining bright here at the spectacular SoFi Stadium in metropolitan Los Angeles. Tonight, we finish off Week 4 with a good Monday night matchup between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Los Angeles Chargers. It's 3-0 versus 2-1, a good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4. Now here's Johnson.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. 5 yards on the game's first play, 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
2nd down, Jacobs once more. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
And there's a typical run by Josh Jacobs, one where as a defender, you have to make a decision about how you approach him because he's awfully physical with the ball in his hands. 12 touchdowns on the ground last year after 7 as a rookie, and he's a 1,000-yard rusher in each of his first 2 seasons. Wouldn't surprise me with enough touches, he can easily crack the 1,500-yard mark.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, the so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that 1 or 2 guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible, so I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope, and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. DeAndre Carter back deep. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Play action. Now it's Murray. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. A big play there for L.A.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
On play action, it's Murray. And they'll get this down to the 10.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. They fake the handoff, now Murray. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. Well, you don't expect too many quarterbacks to be adept at breaking away from would-be tacklers, but this is uncommonly good right here as he's able to get away. This is swung out to Eckler. Showed off the footwork, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Now Murray off play action. And he's got his man in stride, complete. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. The Chargers will bring out the field goal unit now. From the right hash and a bit of a tight angle. Hopkins' kick is good. So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense, because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A big play there for the Raiders.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Carr now on 1st down. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
That is on the 7-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and...
On 2nd and 9. Murray. Kyler Murray cannot get away. They drag him down to the end zone for 2 points. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Oh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And powering through at the 35.
Josh Jacobs, the ball carrier. Nasir Adderley on the tackle. A gain of 12. And a Las Vegas 1st down.
The Raiders with the football here to begin quarter number 2. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Counter play with Jacobs. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now they'll throw with Carr. And he rifles one incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on the last drive, but fell incomplete. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one. Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Play fake. Murray. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
He's going to air one out, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
To throw again on 2nd down. Murray. And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And yep, indeed, the flag is out. So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Here's Murray. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What did the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a 1st down.
7 yards to pick up there.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Second down and 3. Now Murray. Here's a diving catch right side. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. Two of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
Murray's throw taken in by Cook. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3.
Boy, this is a well-orchestrated drive they've put together. You think back to how far they were backed up to start things out, but they've gone on a march since then. And now after that completion there, they've got a first and goal.
Eckler fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up second and goal.
Second and goal at the 2-yard line.
Murray going to throw. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. Rondale Moore, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead is up to 8. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Here comes Darius Phillips out of the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And Carr's throw complete here to Waller. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
No tight end had more catches in 2020 than Darren Waller with 107. The third most by a tight end in history. Maybe we should just take the label off and call him an outstanding receiver.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Oh, looking for Waller, but this is intercepted. Picked off at the 12. There he goes, left side. 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD.
We constantly talk about defenders having great vision and being able to see plays unfold and make their own plays, but you also have to have good feel as well because you can't see everything out there. See the play unfold, feel what's going on, and then get to the right spot and make your own play. And in this case, it turned out to be a highlight one.
And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Michael Davis. And the Chargers are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. And Charles, it seems like sometimes when you fall down early, there can be a tendency there to try and get it all back in one fell swoop. And that time, that thinking leads to an interception.
And I believe you brought up a really good point there, Brandon, because you try and force plays, right? You try and get all back in one shot, just as you mentioned there. And you know you're going to need some big plays to get back into the game. But ultimately, you really can't force what isn't there. He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Murray now to throw. That's caught. It's DeAndre Carter. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
And that's patience to be admired right there, because he looks left, looks right, and waits for the right guy to come open, spots him in the middle of the field, and delivers.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Oh, big hole right side. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds.
And that's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you want to give him a little extra for the effort. But instead, he sets his guys up in excellent shape with a 1st and goal.
Murray now. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Rondale Moore as the first half is winding down. And the Chargers would extend their lead here just before halftime. Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And we'll see what they opt to do with just 14 seconds remaining until intermission. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big play there for the Raiders. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Charger drive about to get going. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Murray. Flushed out right. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. But pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
And, Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient, let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Open man, that's Renfro. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Hunter Renfro, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12.
24. Raiders 12.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. No return here for Carter, and this will be a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. They started on the ground with Eckler. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
41 yards on the ground for him so far. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a 1st down.
Going back to Allen, he's got him again. Touchdown, Chargers. Keenan Allen with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that will make this a 19-point game.
Raiders 12.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. Here's Carr to throw. Looking deep for Adams. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big play there for the Raiders. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Carr now to throw. The 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. Throw right side, going to be caught by Waller. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Here's Jacobs. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12.
31. Raiders 19.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Murray. Try to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line. This defense figured out something in the locker room. That's 2 third-quarter picks now.
And you just wonder, did he get too comfortable in the locker room himself? His team has the lead. Take care of the football. He's putting them in jeopardy right now.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Carr. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Here's 2nd and 10. Carr. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
To throw is Carr. And down inside the 15 he goes. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 49 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run it with Jacobs. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll try to run this one in. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
Well, sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, 2nd half. You're down here. This is the... And he's in! Touchdown, Raiders! Derek Carr with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Raiders are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And this is back to a 5-point game.
Chargers 31, Raiders 26.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And Carter deciding not to bring this one out. The Charger drive about to get going. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Max Crosby. He's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd and 12, Murray. He finds his target, Allen. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
At the 44-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. And he's taken down inside the 30.
15 more yards. That's another Chargers.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. Oh, the spin. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand they're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
And the Chargers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. And now Murray's going to set up to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it. And the Raiders are right back in this football game. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, with the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on 1st down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Carr. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 6. Shotgun now for Carr. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
They'll run on 1st down. Jacobs. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there, and if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
2nd down, Jacobs once more. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. Renfro bringing it in over the middle. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. Fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Here's Carr. Flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
On second down, Jacobs. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there, because this has been a pretty long drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let them down a little bit.
They allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff them for a loss. It's complete to Robinson. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. They go with Jacobs. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Murray to throw. This is swung out to Eckler. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 22-yard line.
So this one's over. It's in the win column for the LA Chargers. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So, for the Chargers, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here.